So the other day I decided to check the weather forecast to see what the weather's like for the upcoming days, and I noticed today would be 23 degrees, so of course I had to come back to my local and tried to catch some big carp. Welcome back to my channel. Today it's going to be about 22 degrees I think, hence why I've decided to come down today, and I haven't done any videos recently. Last time I came down here I didn't do a video. But in the end, I wish I did do a video because I caught 12 fish. And that was about 16 degrees on that day, so imagine what it's going to be like today in 22. So I'm seeing a few bubbles just in these margins, and I've seen a few fish jump on the far bank. So hopefully that's a sign that they're feeding. Okay, so I'll bring you that over here. Okay, so I'm going to chuck a bit of bait out. Get a nice amount of corn in there. On the left rod I've got a hair rig with a strawberry flavoured boilie on it. And then it's also got a PVA bag full of boilies. So yeah, hopefully fish are hooked. Alright, so I've got rod cam on. I'm just going to get a ball of ground bait, chuck it sort of over where my feeder is. Alright, so I'm sat down now, got the rod cam all set up, just enjoying the nice weather. It's currently about 13 degrees at the moment. It feels hotter than 13 degrees. We've had no action at the moment. We've seen a few fish sort of like dotted around all over the pool. There's some on that far margin, just there. And then there's been one sort of like there. And then I'm casted there, but they're all in the middle at the moment, I think. There's a few like on these margins here, but I've got one rod in the middle and one rod over there. So yeah, hopefully the fishing picks up in a minute. They're 20 to 10. Been here about 2 hours. So hopefully picks up pretty soon. Just do a quick tour. So we've got the rods over here. This one's a bit wonky, I'm not sure why. And then I've got the chair. Got a nice peg here. And over here we've got all my other bags. And then we've got the net over there. Yeah, it's a pretty nice peg.
It's pretty bigger than my last catch.
Let's get,
Pull the net.
Pull the net.
What did you say?
Keep getting cheek, some more.
Oh. There you go. Wait for it to sit. Oh. 8.76. It's only £6. I thought it'd be more than that. Just cooking some bacon sandwiches. Okay, so the action seems to be picking up for everyone else, except me. So I'm going to leave my rod where it is. I'm continuing to chuck a bit more sweet corn out, in hopes that I'll get one. One of them's in the middle and one of them's on the margin. Yeah, hopefully fish start biting for me. Okay, so both the rods have been out for about 4 hours. I'm going to leave the one rod until 2 o'clock, because 2 o'clock's when it's going to get really warm, and I'm going to change it over to a pop-up so it's a bit further up, because the carp will be sort of in the middle in about 2 hours. So I'm just going to recast my feeder. Okay, so this is the rig I'm using at the moment. Feeder, the Speci method rig, with a needle, and it's got a waft on it. And I'm using spicy ground bait on that. So let's get. So let's get this baited up. So I'm just going to go chuck a bit of bait in. Just going to fire a few boilies out. Okay, so we've had no action yet. Well, at least I haven't. Pretty much everyone's caught except for me at the moment. My mate down there hasn't caught yet, but he's only just got here. There's some kids up there. They've caught already and they've only been here about half an hour. But yeah, it's just, I don't know where they are, to be honest. I think I'm going to reel in this left rod and stick a pop-up on. I think I might switch over to a pop-up in a minute, in about an hour. But yeah, let's just hope for a fish. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna get the pop up on the Ronnie rig. Be about 20 degrees maybe. I'm absolutely sweating. I'm not sure whether you'll be able to see this, but sort of there, there's loads of little bubbles coming up. There's loads of bubbles just around this peg at the moment. That's where I'm casted there. So hopefully, that's where the fish are. There's a fish just knocking in these reeds. Seen a few fish on the surface here.
This one? I didn't think it was mine.
Oh, but you were there.
Isn't it? Do you want me to come over there?
Harrison, come and net it over here. Harrison.
It's a mirror. It's the same as what I caught earlier.
So grateful you were there then. Right, so I've just slipped back a lovely mirror. Get that casted back out where it was. Odd. Okay, so I've just about saved the blank. It's about 2 o'clock. Got about 5-6 hours left. Things are kicking off. Oh, he's big. The fight with this fish seemed to be lasting forever. Whenever I got it to the surface and my friend tried to net it, it would start fighting again.
You getting first try?
That was just casted there.
Oliver.
Okay, so I've just slipped back under the mirror. So that's 2 fish today. I had some good size to it, and it really fought hard, that one did. Ever since that last fish, about, I haven't got my watch on, it was about an hour ago maybe. Ever since that last fish, we've had no action. A few people have been pulling some out. There's loads of bubbles everywhere, there's loads of fish on the surface. So hopefully when it cools down a bit, the fish will go down to the bottom. I'm tempted to put a float rig on and just cast it out into these reeds here, because I've been seeing a few knocks on them. But yeah, it's been quiet the past hour or so, for me anyways. My mate's just had one down there. He's been having loads. That's where they're all on the surface down there. And my other mate who's here, he hasn't had one since this morning, so yeah, fingers crossed we get a few more by the end. I think I'm staying till about 7:30, 8ish, or maybe 7, I'm not sure. Let him here.
See if you can bring them in. He's only small.
He felt big, a bit dodgy.
You can release him.
No, I can't actually.
He's redeveloping his tail fin. And off he goes. He's putting it back where it was. Yeah. A tiny guy like this.
Probably.
Second one here.
I'm a bit sunburnt, as you can tell. I've got to put sun cream on. There's loads of fish like showing everywhere. It's just too hot for them, to be honest. I've gone from freezing cold to boiling hot. We've had like a heat wave, a 2-day heat wave here. It's about 20 degrees now. It's cooling down. And hopefully in the next clip you'll see me with a fish. On there. So, my other phone's just ran out of storage, unfortunately, so I'm using a different one. It looks alright. £7.45. £7, alright. What a nice wrist. Just had a liner on the left rod, that's on the popper. Chuck a few more pieces of corn out, just to... I'm going to try some pellets, some sweet pellets. Hopefully these ones dissolve, unlike the last ones. My rig was just stuck like this in the water. Came off. Charlie, save some for us. So besides liners, We haven't had any more beeps. We've got about half an hour left here. Hopefully picks up. At least another 15 minutes. Got the rods packed away. That's the end of the session today. Total of 4 fish. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.